Assalamu alaikum girls. This is your biology class. Today we are going to start a very important topic which is related to digestion in humans. So actually the digestion of human is it comprises of so many steps: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and defecation. So as we know that our cells require oxygen, water, salts, amino acids, and simple sugars, fatty acids, and vitamins. Also, they can cross cell membranes to enter cells. See, when they are in a very simpler form, only then they can cross membranes and enter cells, and then they can become a part of the cells, and then they can provide them with nutrients and energy. So, we are eating food in a very complex form. We need to get them broken into small pieces so that they can be utilized by the body. Understand? Such substances are usually parts of larger molecules like proteins, polysaccharides, and lipids. Actually, they are parts of larger molecules, but we have to make them molecules which are uh, smaller molecules and easy for the absorption. There is a need of converting larger non-diffusible molecules. So they are non-diffusible molecules. We want them to convert into diffusible molecules which can cross the membranes. This is achieved through the process of digestion. After digestion, the diffusible molecules from the digestive system reach the body cells through blood, and the medium is blood. So they are assimilated. They get energy and to synthesize our own structures. The body structures are then synthesized, and at the same time the indigestible food is eliminated out of the body through the process of defecation. In simple words, the nutrition in humans comprises the following phases: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and then defecation. Then comes the process. Okay. This is the first step. Oral cavity. Oral cavity is actually your mouth. You are going to select food, grind food, and then digest the food, like the partial digestion. So, how does the digestion takes place in your mouth? Have you ever heard about it or ever thought about it? So, we are going to study about that. Oral cavity is the space behind the mouth and many important functions in the and has many important functions in the whole process of digestion. What is actually the oral cavity? Behind the mouth, like your throat, it is the oral cavity. Food selection is one of them. When the food enters the oral cavity, it is tasted and felt. So if the taste is of mutton suggests that it is old, we reject it. If it is contaminated, then we are going to reject it. Then the senses of smell and vision also help in the selection of food, and that is what we know. The second function of oral cavity is the grinding of food by teeth. So then, see, you have to make headings, okay? First of all, you have to make heading of like oral cavity. Then the first heading will be food selection. The second is the mastication or grinding. So the second function of the oral cavity is the grinding of food or the mastication. This is useful because the esophagus can pass only small pieces. Enzymes also act on enzyme also act on small pieces of food and not on the larger pieces. They require small pieces with larger surface area to attack. What do we mean by surface area? So if this is a big piece, so the surface area is less, and if we have so many small pieces instead of this big piece, so what happens is that See here, the surface area is only this and then it is gone. So see, so much of surface area is here to attack for the enzymes, understand? So this is why the enzymes attack on the smaller molecules, because it is easy for them to um, work properly if they have larger surface area. The third and the fourth function is the lubrication and the chemical digestion of the food. What kind of chemical digestion is taking place in the food, in the mouth, like in the oral cavity? The chewing process, you already know, is you know what is chewing, but actually it is aided by three pairs of salivary glands. So the saliva which is produced by salivary glands under tongue, behind jaws, and in front of the pairs. In front of the ears there are salivary glands, two, one each in front of each ear. Now second pair is under your tongue and the third pair is behind the jaws. So there are three pairs of salivary glands to release a juice known as saliva in the oral cavity. Saliva adds water and mucus to the food, and then it acts as a lubricant, and then the food is easy to pass through the esophagus. Saliva also contains an enzyme known as salivary. Now the part comes partial now the part comes where the partial digestion is taking place with the help of salivary amylase, which is doing what? The semi digestion of starch, understand? So whenever you are eating roti and all these things, actually they start getting digested partially inside the mouth. So only the starch, you know what is starch? Starch is present in like things, for example rice and potatoes and wheat. So during the process of chewing, lubrication, and semi-digestion, the pieces of food are rolled up by the tongue into small slippery spherical mass, and that is known as bolus. So this is small mass, like when you are chewing, you know that your the piece of food becomes into a mass which is known as bolus. That is small slippery spherical mass known as bolus. We swallow bolus and push it in the esophagus through the pharynx. Where is the pharynx now? We have to find that out.